Hey everyone, welcome back to another update. I know it's been a while since I've done a video update, and sorry about that. Had a problem with my video card. I mean, not my video card, but my card in the video camera. So I had to go get another card, and because of that, I had some kind of crazy read error, and it wouldn't allow me to pull my files off of the memory card. So I can still see them, but I wouldn't let me have them. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But apparently putting another memory card into the camera fixed it, and now I can do videos again. So yeah, so I lost a lot of work of doing the body filler and kind of detailing out this back section. I think in the last video I had it where I had just laid up the fiberglass and bonded it to the hardtop that was already here, and so now I've done a lot of that work, and I just need to finish and finalize the sanding. I'm about to lose my voice on the back of the car, and finish off the contours and clean up all the lines and all that. So kind of the same thing I did on the back section if you've follow the videos. So so that's kind of the plan, is to finish out all the contouring and all the lines and everything, and just get it perfect, and then I'll go in and cut the rear windows out and get that ready. So I guess I'll explain some of the process or thoughts behind how I'm going to cut all this out and kind of prep it and everything. Basically, I'm going to, like I said, finish off the back section of the car. I already have the center line marked for where the two window sections will be, and this is going to be like a split window design, so there will be a center piece of the body here, and I'll end up cutting these sections out, and then I'll save these sections and use these as templates for molding and shaping the Lexan windshields that will end up going in their place. And let's see, now there's kind of a couple of steps to that, so, or at least a specific order. So I don't want to cut the windows out now, because that will make the center section possibly distort, mainly because it's not really supported very well underneath here. I did add some support, but I think I'm going to need more. And I just want to, make sure before I cut these big sections out, because this is a lot of the strength to this top, and when I cut this out, things may change and distort. So I want to make sure that I'm able to go in and build in some added support pieces into the center section, and probably around the bottom edge of where the top hatch will open up. And so, like I said, I'll finish off this back section, get it just perfect, and fill in all the low spots and high spots and all that, and sand it down all by hand probably, and get it just right. Then I'm going to come in and I'll make this diagonal cut all the way through, and I'll make it through the top up here, and then once I make that cut, I'll be able to break this section off, because it's been applied to this tape that I've waxed and all that, and it'll allow me to pop it off nice and clean, and then I can come in and rework all the edges and really make sure that it sits down well on the car, and that it's going to open properly and all that. So the biggest thing with that is just really making sure that this angle is the right angle that I want, because once I make the cut, that's what I'm going to have to go with. So I need to be real careful with that cut and make sure that behind here there's not any areas that would conflict with, or your head or your helmet or whatever, because there's some things to think about where this line is, because if basically you have to think where your weather stripping is going to be, and that there's going to be like a U channel in this area, and that's going to dip down into the interior of the car a little. And so if your head's placed right here, then your helmet could hit this, or your head, and it wouldn't filter great. So I need to make sure, and I think I have that in the right spot already, that this will be, you just want to make sure this is a clear area. So yeah, so after I make the cut on the tops, I'm going to have to start building in the weather channels and supports. And even though this is be a mold piece, I still have to, you know, build in everything that's going to be molded. So that's kind of the difference between, you know, this car and a lot of cars that you're seeing built on the internet or kit cars or, you know, concept cars or whatever, is that I'm kind of building a functioning body buck in a sense. I mean, it won't have an engine or any of that, but the doors open, the hinges are there, the windshields and windows are in place, the areas for the molding and you know, mounting points and all that stuff is there. And so when I take this to have or to be molded and have the body panels built and made for it, then they'll be able to make the panels like they're making it for or off of a real production car. and that's just going to make that process easier, and I won't have to sit there and spend a bunch of extra time figuring out how I'm going to do all the you know, weather stripping for the car or mounting points or latches or how I'm putting my headlights in or any of that stuff, because it's already done and they'll be able to mold directly from basically the final product and everything. So that's kind of how that's going to go. In this top section, you can see my hand, is going to open like this and come up and allow access to the back section. And I think it's going to be pretty unique, and it'll be enough to get in, you know, your golf clubs and stuff. So you know, that's all you need, right? And let's see. Oh, and then I was also playing with a new spoiler design. I was kind of working this up in CAD. And this is, let's see, how to explain this. All right, so in some of these new supercars that are coming out, you know, like the Bugatti Veyron or, I don't know, there's a bunch of them now. I think, you know, Porsche has some. There's just, there's a bunch of them. So basically a lot of the newer cars have these spoilers that pop up and stuff, and you know, I've always liked that. I've, you know, big Knight Rider fan when I was growing up, so I've always wanted to incorporate that into the car. And even before all these other cars came out, you know, I think they were just all Knight Rider buffs too. So anyway, so basically I want to kind of incorporate something like that into this section. And that this will be the spoiler, and it'll have a unique shape when it pops up. It's just not going to be flat or anything, and it will you know, pop up and then possibly act as an air brake, allow different angles, and let's see, you know, besides allowing various angles for downforce and various speeds and all that, there'll be two of them. You know, they're going to be separated, and you know, it may be beneficial to the performance of the car around a track to control them independently depending on the turn-ins on a road course. So that's another idea that I'm looking at, and that'll be pretty unique. Now there's already a spoiler company that makes a split spoiler that has various pivots to each side of the spoiler, and it's been proven to, you know, to increase the downforce in the right areas and turns and to help and all that stuff. So I don't know, there may be something to that. If not, it could just be, you know, kind of a wow factor thing. I don't know, but anyway, so that's going to be unique. So there'll be two of those on the back. They'll, you know, sit into the back of the car, and then they'll pop up later, or I may just build them in. I don't know. So I'm just kind of playing around with ideas and thoughts. Haven't really gotten that far yet, but now one of the interesting things to the back of this car is that it's actually shaped after a spoiler. I happen to have a CAD file when I had to redesign the back of the car, and I had a spoiler on it at one time, like a big race spoiler, you know, it's real crazy, oddly shaped spoilers, and I liked the way it looked, and so I kind of placed it into my file down low, and I actually just brought my fenders and met them to the edge of the spoiler and kind of incorporated that you know, spoiler into the design in a sense, and you know, just really kind of shaped that, or just took on that shape of it really, and it was kind of unique. So I liked it, and lo and behold, it looks like the body, you know, may end up making a cool spoiler that's all split and everything. I don't know, it'll just be unique. So we'll see how it works in the final product. So yeah, so anyway, now I'm also having this car, it's being put into a video game like right now. I've been talking with the guy, so I'm excited to see the files, and when I start getting files back, I'll start posting them up on the internet, or on my Facebook page and on the website, so you guys can see it. And you know, we'll see. We were talking about wheels and stuff a few nights ago and all that. I'm curious to see the update on it. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. And there's another people talking in one of like other forums or something about wanting this in, I think the new, what is it, test drive video game? I don't know. I popped in on the forums and talked to some people about it and probably freaked them out. So that was kind of different. Anyway, that's about it, I think, for this video. I'll keep updating as much as I can. I know they're kind of coming out slow, the videos, and I'll try to speed that up. I'm trying, but I'm also starting up 2 companies at the same time and just started up, so I have like 3 companies actually that will be running kind of partly in my name. So that's taking a lot of time away from me at the moment, but I'm trying to, you know, take some time and come out here when I can. And it's kind of slow, but it'll get there. And if I can get these new ventures off the ground, then that'll be great. And that's just more money for me to put into the project and hopefully move it further, and things like that. Maybe I'll be able to hire someone to come work on it. So anyway, all right, I think that's about it. Trying to see if there's anything I'm forgetting in this update. I guess if I forget it, I'll put it into the next one. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, see you later. Bye.